This is $170. And this is $1,299. Can it play basketball? No. Can it cosplay as?
Oh, banana.
No. Is it highly posable like this one? Yes and no. But it does have really good balance. For $1,299 the price, what can this do? Oh boy, let me tell you, this is what it can do.
Bumblebee reporting for duty.
It transforms. It can move, it can talk. You can even program it if you want to, or take it for a spin. This figure puts you in full control of Bumblebee. Can you understand how cool that is? Look, I'm a Transformers fan. I grew up with the show, man. God, that show was just the greatest. You know, when I think about animation in the early 90s, late 80s, that's the type of animation style that I just remember so fondly. There's just something about that type of styling or characterization of those Transformers specifically that's just so cool to me. You know, nowadays everything looks so robotic, so detailed, and I appreciate that, but there's just something about the simple style of G1. Maybe it's nostalgia, or maybe it does look better. But for me, that's just classic. And don't even get me started on the toys. I collected everything. I think Transformers, just thinking about it right now, I think Transformers might be the reason I am a toy collector. Yeah, I collected Star Wars, Bionicles, Beyblades, all your typical 90s stuff. But the first thing I really collected from TB Animation is Transformers. Optimus, Bee, Jetfire. So for me to have a Transformers collectible is already really cool. But having one that can transform at the command of my voice, or at the push of a button, that I can program, that I can move, that I can drive around, is just so beyond my level of thinking. That kid in me just can't comprehend it. I can't wrap my head around how amazing it is to have this thing. And it's B in that classic yellow for the Volkswagen Beetle. It's just captured so perfectly in this toy. Robosen, the company that made this, really knocked it out of the park. This is basically a one-to-one replica of that Volkswagen Beetle. It's just so cool that they can get a license for B and for the Beetle. Not only that, but make it a robot. You know, this isn't just a robot that just transforms, which in and of itself is really good, but it's a robot that you can reenact scenes with, program different movesets, and even interact with other Robosen Transformers.
丈太郎ディオほう向かってくるのか逃げずにこのディオに近づいてくるのか近づかなきゃてめえをぶちのめせないんだなほうほうでは十分近づくがよいダムダムダムダム
I mean, look at the random things that I'm able to create. You're giving me way too much power here. You're looking at the pinnacle of technology. It moves, it swings, it drives, and oh boy, does it drive. Damn near drove it off my table. In fact, I did drive it off my table. That's probably the last thing Robosen wants to hear, you know, that I accidentally dropped their figure a couple times, but I've dropped this figure so many times in the recording of this video, and nothing has happened to it, so it's quite durable too. It really gives me a sense of how high quality this figure actually is. You know, besides the fact it's a moving robot that I can use as a toy, it's actually really well built. Choose a mini theater mode where you can just put Bumblebee in different scenes, and you can also pair him with Optimus Prime to make him do some really funny stuff.
1-2 step in a box. Get Jake. 1-2 step in a box. Get Jake.
Now, B does have over 230 original audio lines from Transformers G1 and 48 voice commands, which is pretty wild. It gives you quite the starting range. But here's a small taste of what he can do.
That robot is out of control. Time to blast some cons.
Now B is actually up for pre-order. Now, I strongly recommend you use the link I provided in the comments below, because if you use my link, you'll have access to exclusive gifts, but more importantly, B is gonna be $350 cheaper if you use my link. So instead of having to pay $1,299 for the figure, you'll be $350 off. So don't forget, use the link in the comments below and pre-order B now. So that was it for today. You know my thoughts. This is a great figure. I had a lot of fun with it. At one point, I just got completely lost in all the possibilities that I can do with this thing. And you can see the final result of my fun time with this figure. You can do some crazy things. You can also do some really cool things, and it looks fantastic. It's just great to have as a toy collector and as a Transformers fan. You cannot say you're a Transformers fan until you have a self-transforming Transformer figure, and from Robosen, which by the way are an amazing company. They're super cool, they're very trustworthy, and the figures that they make are of amazing quality. You can not only see it from my channel, but you can just see it from all the other channels that have a figure like this. It's all positive. We're all just having a blast with this thing. So get it while you still can, because that sale is not going to be up there forever. It's only there for a limited amount of time, and it's only through directly from their website. I have a link on my profile. Feel free to use that and have fun. Thank you for joining me. Be sure to like and subscribe for more toy content. I'm George but not Washington, and I'll see you later.